Now, if you're here, you know what we're talking about right now, and it is Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Now, if you know me, I'm a big Mission Impossible Fallout guy. I mean, Fallout boy in a way. I mean, just so much good shit in there, so much Henry Cavill in there, and some of that mustache in there. I'm honoring Henry Cavill with this little boy, and I just love it so much. But Dead Reckoning Part 1 had big shoes to fill for me, and honestly, it filled them pretty well. I wouldn't say all the way, I don't love it as much, but the action here is so good, and it's paced well with the story, but the visuals in here are stunning. I don't even know, some of it was definitely practical. Like, I know Tom did that big, huge stunt on the motorcycle on, like, his birthday or something, and I think he set a world record, but crazy stuff. I want to really look into more of it and see what he did practical versus digital. I know they mix in some of the stuff together to make it look more natural, but I really love to see what they did totally to make this so incredibly visually stunning, in my opinion. The sound design as well definitely just impacts it even more, and the music is just Mission Impossible music. Like, if you're a fan of this series, every staple that you recognize is here. The action, the characters with like Simon Pegg and Ving Rhames, hilarious. We have some newcomers like Haley Atwell, and I forget the girl's name, but she is Mantis in Guardians of the Galaxy. So we have our Marvel people joining the cast, but overall, this was just a really fun movie. There's a lot of story to tell. That 2.5-hour runtime did feel a little bit long toward the end, but like I said, very well paced, and the story is very much like a Mission Impossible story. Like, we have this big bad guy, and we are fighting against the clock a lot of times to make sure it doesn't end the world and things like that, but there's also an added layer here that I really enjoyed, almost like, I feel like it was definitely added in because it's kind of a scare going on in the real world right now, being AI technology and how powerful it can get, and it's even more smart. It's more intelligent than all of us put together, so it's just insane things to think about, and it honestly added a little bit more to it because, like I said, it's very much still the same kind of story, but that added element, I think, kind of added things to it for me anyway, because I'm scared of AI technology, in my opinion, but I loved it. I thought this was a really fun movie. It's at like a 4 out of 5 for me, maybe 4.5, because it is pretty long, but overall, I definitely recommend checking it out. Check it out on IMAX, check it out on the biggest screen you can, because you don't want to see this at home. You want to see it in the theater. I also just want to state this here right now. I stand with both the WGA and the AGA. This strike is something that needed to happen. There are so many people that have been working under terrible conditions, don't get the pay they deserve, and so many other things. And if you'd like to chat with me about that, I would love to talk to you about it. And if you think that all actors are very rich and everyone that works in the film industry doesn't need to complain about this kind of stuff, you are very wrong, and I would love to teach you about more. So if you'd like to learn more, please comment below or reach out to me personally, and I'd love to chat with you. And thank you so much for watching this review. Let me know what your favorite Mission Impossible is. Like I said, Fallout's my favorite, but what is yours? Let me know in the comments, and maybe I'll see you next time at the movies. And what's your favorite Tom Cruise movie? Mine still is Tropic Thunder. He's just so good in that suit. I mean, I barely even recognized him the first time I saw it. So crazy.